So imagine you graduate and you have a degree in your one hand and you have a list of real world experiences in your other hand, all before you even have your first job. Volunteering is how you can make this a possibility.
Why be a volunteer? Because volunteers make a difference and can change lives. Plus, you meet new people, learn new skills, take on a challenge, have fun, and most importantly, make a difference. Who are volunteers? They come from all backgrounds. Volunteers are working people, students, professionals, young people, and retirees.
So volunteering before you graduate allows you to make a positive impact on your community, as well as gain important skills and valuable experiences that you will use in the rest of your life and in your future career. So, a lot of times, coming out of high school, coming out of college, students are expected to be automatically ready for the real world or for life after school. But students might not know what to expect or what that really feels like. Volunteering is going to allow you to gain these experiences, gain these skills that will prepare you. So this chart here says that 18 through 24-year-olds are statistically the most likely to feel less isolated after volunteering. When you volunteer, you're not just giving up your time, right? You're gaining these experiences. For example, if I were to organize a charity event, I would be gaining project management skills. If I were to work in a team to clean up damage after a storm, I'd be gaining teamwork skills. I'd be gaining communication skills. Also, you are kind of pushed out of your comfort zone a little. And you maybe talk to people that you wouldn't normally talk to. For example, a couple years ago now, a local church in my town was looking for volunteers to help clean up and do some jobs around the church. And so me and a couple friends of mine went and did that, and I met actually a couple new people that I still talk to today, so that was pretty cool. And then looking forward, employers are going to look for applicants, if you're applying for a job, that can demonstrate these skills and that show that they have previous experiences. So you're not just volunteering for the good of others, you're also helping yourself. And in helping yourself, you're able to enhance your resume. So when you apply for college or when you apply for a job, everybody's going to have similar things on their resume, if that makes sense. So everybody's going to have grades, everybody's going to have test scores, and everybody's going to have extracurricular activities. But what you can do to make your resume stand out is have volunteer experiences. So if there are two similar applications, and I wrote these out, the first application, a GPA 3.5 and an ACT score of 23. Second application, GPA of 3.4, ACT of 22. So that's slightly worse, right? But this second application says they organized a team of volunteers at a homeless shelter. Okay. And they organized a tutor session for young students. So that application stands out over the first one, even though the qualities might be slightly worse. The application still stands out because of that volunteer work they did and because of those experiences that they now have. Also, a lot of high school students and college students are applying for scholarships. So when you do volunteer work, a lot of scholarships you can apply for are around volunteer work. I've applied for multiple that you have to have so many hours of community service or whatever in order to apply for. And what you can actually do is use these people that you volunteered for as references in these scholarships. So I have volunteered for the city of Sheraton, and the city manager has written me multiple references for scholarships, which I don't know if I've won yet, but cross my fingers. So yeah, When resumes look similar, volunteer work stands out. So, when you volunteer, what you are doing is contributing to a cause that you care about. And when you do contribute to a cause you care about, volunteering doesn't really feel like a chore or something you have to do, but it's something that you can also enjoy. So you can contribute really to anything you care about. You can contribute to sports, animals, helping elderly people, whatever you care about, you can actually make a difference and contribute to. At the same time, you might think, why can't I just go out and make money, right? What's wrong with going out and making money? And sure, it's nice to have money. I like to get my paycheck every Friday or whatever. But you also have to think that you are contributing to a cause that's greater than yourself. So for example, if I did a job for the city, volunteered for the city, and I did a job that would otherwise cost them a couple $100s to do, well, the city now has that couple $100, and they can go invest that into the community and maybe get something nice for the community, when otherwise that would have went to me. So now the whole community can enjoy that. So yes, it is nice to have money, I'll be the first to tell you, but it's also nice to gain respect and trust from your community while also knowing that you made a difference. So, like I said, there are many ways to become involved. You just have to pick the cause that you care about and want to contribute to.
There are just so many different ways to provide assistance for clients, for volunteers. I really feel like I do make a difference, and that means a lot to me. I feel very valued. It's really a good feeling.
So volunteering before you graduate allows you not only to make a positive impact on your community, but it will also allow you to gain skills and experiences that will help you not only in your future career, but in your life as well. Thank you.